Chicago police shot and killed a black man, sparking an angry and violent protest where demonstrators threw rocks and bottles at cops and jumped on their squad cars. At least 4 protesters have been arrested after a crowd of 150 people revolted against the killing of the man on Saturday evening. The shooting took place around 5:30 p.m. in the South Shore neighborhood when officers saw a man that appeared to have a gun. They stopped him to question him, but he resisted, resulting in a cop opening fire. More videos 1, 2, 3 Watch video 2 Duchesses at Wimbledon, Kate and Meghan to watch women's final watch video Police officers guard U.S. President's golf resort in Turnberry watch video Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump arrive in Scotland watch video Horrific footage execution of a man in front of his family watch video Whatever you do is okay with us. Trump reassures May on Brexit watch video Queen Elizabeth welcomes Trump and wife to Windsor Castle watch video Donald Trump breaches royal protocol when meeting the Queen watch video President Trump is welcomed to Blenheim Palace by Theresa May watch video Trump well below par flag flies outside Turnberry Golf Resort watch video President Donald Trump refuses to take question from CNN reporter watch video massive relief diver describes moment he found Thai boys alive watch video foul-mouthed woman lashes out racial slurs in road rage incident a witness said 3 to 4 cops stopped to talk to the man in his mid-30s after seeing he was wearing a holster and asked for his concealed carry permit. When the man reached for it, an officer shot him, according to ABC7. Another witness said he was shot at least 5 times. The man was pronounced dead at Jackson Park Hospital. Chicago Police Patrol Chief Fred Waller said officers stopped to talk to the man exhibiting characteristics of an armed person in the South Shore neighborhood before the dispute took place. Waller said the man appeared to reach for his gun. When asked if the man fired a weapon, Waller said, "Not that I know of. He looked like he may have something on him." They go to question him, and at that point a confrontation ensues, and he is shot, Chief Chicago Police spokesman Anthony Guglielmi said. He added the victim sustained several gunshot wounds. A gun and 2 ammunition magazines were also recovered at the scene. Share this article. Share the victim's co-worker Antiwan Howell, 42, said he and the victim worked at a nearby barber shop together. "He cut my hair and got killed 10 minutes later. I'm hurt. I gotta go on with my life, but I loved that man," he said to the Chicago Tribune. After gunshots rang out, crowds gathered at the scene, where they got into confrontations with police. The crowds chanted "No justice, no peace and murderers," and after hours of tension became combative with officers. Rocks were thrown as well as bottles filled with urine as police brought out their batons and became physical with the crowds. There were glass bottles thrown. Plastic water bottles. Bottles filled with urine were thrown at officers, spokesman Guglielmi said. 4 officers were injured from rocks and thrown bottles. 4 demonstrators were arrested, he added. Several protesters jumped on top of 2 squad cars as they yelled in protest. Several police officers were slightly injured in the scuffles with the public, and several squad cars were damaged as well. One video shows a protester thrown to the ground surrounded by police holding batons. Chicago Sun-Times reporter Nader Issa shared video of the moment he tried to film the chaotic swarms of officers running to quell the demonstrators, and his phone was smacked out of his hand and he was pushed to the ground by an officer. Despite the arrests, protesters continued to mill around the South Shore neighborhood until the protest was finally brought under control 5 hours later around 10:30 p.m. Giglilimi said the crowd swelled due to inaccurate information. There was some inaccurate information that the individual was unarmed. We have cops out there, community affairs officers, trying to give them as much information as we can. There were some members of the community who were upset. This is a tragic situation where an individual lost his life, he said. He said that the initial encounter between the officers and victim was captured by body cam footage and police surveillance. Waller said that the shooting took place in the neighborhood, where residents asked for more foot patrol. The fatality marks the third time in 2 weeks that a Chicago cop has shot someone.